Pick the Nintendo Shack and pray. Frederick from Fire Emblem Awakening says, yo.
Greetings, Koopalings! Welcome to this week's episode of the Nintendo Shack Podcast, and happy Splatoon 3 Day. How are you doing, Dr. Bland?
I'm doing good. I don't have the game on me.
I know. We're going to talk about that. You went through something pretty unusual with Best Buy today. I had never really seen this happen before, but you were not the only one to have this happen to.
You know what? I kind of expected it, and I was like, okay, I'm getting it from this place. It's not going to work out well. It's like...
Tell everyone what happened.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I pre-ordered the online code for Splatoon 3 through Best Buy because I had a gift card, and I don't want a physical card. So I'm like, all right, great. I'm glad to use my gift card on a digital code. And it looks like Best Buy has not gotten their codes from Nintendo, like at all. Like no one has gotten them. And you can see the reviews in Best Buy, just like for that online code just slunk all the way down to 1 star. And every review is like, I can't believe this. I don't have my code. It's been 8 hours. And then like people are mad, like big mad.
I would be mad. Right, how do you sell that and not have it?
I don't know. I really don't know. And then when they like call up the Best Buy service, they're like, oh, we haven't gotten our codes yet, so just wait like 24, 48 hours or something like that. We'll get it fixed. You know, I don't think these people understand how games work. Like for us, like we want it like that minute.
Why did you not get a refund? Can you get a refund?
I could, but at this point, I mean, I wasn't gonna play much Splatoon anyways, and I think we'll get it tomorrow.
It's the principle of it, Garrett.
I know, but you know, it's okay. I don't need to play it right now. I'll just wait it out. If I don't get it till Sunday, I'll be big mad and I'll get a refund.
Yeah, that's way too late. That's your whole weekend gone. Everyone's gonna be like level 100 by the time you get it.
That's true. But still, everyone will be noobs compared to Fiona, so it'll be okay.
Oh, that's true.
She's good.
She has the hours from Splatoon 2. So true, so true.
She does.
So what have you been playing while everyone else has been playing Splatoon?
Well, this modded 3DS, you know, ever heard? Did you ever hear about these 3DSs? You can hack them pretty easily. You know, there's a name right here. I don't know. It's like kind of a hint or something. You know what you can do with a modded 3DS, Rebecca? You can like...
Wait, I like how that's 3DS Hacks Guide, but it could also be 3D Shacks Guide.
Yeah, 3D... There you go. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. You see?
I heard anyone can do it. Is that true?
Anyone can do it. I really think so. If you just can't read, like if you're super young, then yeah, maybe not. But if you can read, you can definitely mod a 3DS. Anyways, jokes aside, I haven't played much of my modded 3DS, so I won't be mentioning much of that. Of course, you know, my weekly update of Xenoblade Chronicles 3, of course, still going on. I'm about 50 hours in. It's so good.
Making progress.
It's so good. Yeah, no. I think this last chapter, I think I mentioned it on Twitter. It's chapter 5. I don't think, I mean, I haven't experienced that type of emotion in a video game in a very long time. Like,
I saw your tweet afterwards. You not only tweeted like how emotional it was, but I think you followed it up a few hours later saying that you were still talking about it. Or you were still thinking about it. I mean, yeah.
It's so emotional, like the character development, and it's kind of like a climatic experience in that chapter more than anything else. And I think it's the turning point of the story too in the video game. Yeah, I won't spoil anything. It's just it's so good. And if Microsoft has any lick of influence in the next Zelda game, prepare to be surprised about the story, because it's just honestly, like it reminds me a lot of like BioShock vibes in terms of just like how kind of like grabbed me. And it also has that emotion from like The Last of Us, like that. It really carried that much emotion to me. Now it's more in a, fantasy type rather than like a down to earth realistic experience than Last of Us, but I think it's still there. The character development and writing is one of the best. So
that's impressive. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of good things about it. I'm glad that you're enjoying it.
Yes.
50 hours. That's like the point where I see some people say that they are, they could beat it in about that amount of time. But you've been doing a lot of side stuff, right? So you still have game ahead of you. Mm-hmm. How many chapters do we know?
I don't know. I think there's 10 chapters or something. I'm in chapter 6 or something.
So you still have.
I've been doing a lot of side stuff. Yeah. For sure. Yeah. I'll probably be playing. I'm probably halfway. I'll probably play another 50 hours or so into this thing. I haven't had time too much with the Switch just because Fiona wants to play Splatoon 2 and all that good stuff, which is totally great.
She got back into 2 just as like a last farewell.
Yeah. No, for sure. She's training up and ready for Splatoon 3.
I hope she's on my team and not the opposite team.
Right. I've been playing some Scarlet Nexus, which is another Bandai Namco hack and slash game. It's on Game Pass on Xbox, and that's been fun. It's been just one of those super cheesy anime JRPG games. You could say that was Xenoblade, but this one's, I feel like, is way more cheesy and way more anime. Like,
really? I don't know much about it. I know it by name, but I don't think I've ever seen gameplay.
It reminds me a lot of Astral Chain, actually, where
that's kind of what I think of when I see it, or when I hear of it.
They're these like, I don't know, police force, military force, whatever, that kind of like protects like civilians from these weird plant monster hybrid things. There's like no plot, basically. It's just all about, oh, who's that girl? Oh, she's cute. Oh, look at that guy. Oh, let me blush. And I'm just like, okay, sure.
And that's like Astral Chain?
No. That's like completely separate. What I mean by it's similar to Astral Chain, it's the setting. It's like futuristic, has that style going on. But
I know what
then you get into the characters, it's like they all have a crush on each other. I'm just like,
so that part's like Fire Emblem 3 Houses.
Yeah, way more than Fire Emblem 3 Houses, let me tell you. Fire Emblem 3 Houses is not even that bad. I would say the previous ones are, but Scarlet Nexus is like on a whole other level. It's like, oh, this girl's cute. Oh, this guy's cute. Oh, let's talk about it for like 30 minutes. I'm like, okay, sure. But it's one of those just pick up and play and just play. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
I like it.
Yeah. I'm done. What about you? What have you been up to?
I have been playing a lot of Splatoon. I did review it. My review is up. I really enjoyed this game. I am continuing to play it. I'm going to be playing it all weekend long and probably until forever.
Sweet.
I plan to put more hours into this than I put into Splatoon 2. You guys know how much I love Splatoon 2, and I like this game even more. I talked, like, just to get... I'll give like a little summary of my review, then we'll kind of talk about, how other people were talking about it.
Sure.
There is not a ton of like new things. I think like groundbreaking things. There's a lot of new things. There's not a lot of groundbreaking new things. And I think that's the most disappointing part of it, but I don't think that means it's a bad game at all. Like, this is the best Splatoon. If you played Splatoon and you liked Splatoon and you want to get back into Splatoon, buy this game, play it with friends. You will enjoy it. It's a really good game. I played through the whole story mode for my review, which is the first time that I enjoyed the story mode in a Splatoon game, not including the Octo expansion. That was superior. This was not as good as Octo expansion, but it was better. It's somewhere in the middle of, the base single player and Octo expansion.
At least it's better.
It is better. Yeah, I think they adopted more of the Octo expansion format this time, and they kind of beat you a little bit. In the very beginning of the story, they make you think that it's going to be the same exact story format as the first two games, and I'm like, oh my god, like, I really have to play this a third time? Like, it feels like set up to be the same exact thing, and then a little plot twist happens, and then it actually does a little bit better. The ending was the best part. I will not spoil anything, but it's not, I really liked it because it's the kind of thing where you can take the shortest path and like really do the bare minimum and get to the ending, or you can,
cool.
Kind of take your time, explore, like you can find, things buried under the ground, like decorations, customization items, extra little things. I actually plan to 100% this story mode, which I never thought I was going to say, because the item for doing so, the reward, I really want it. So I'm going to do that. But I feel like I can't decide like what I want to do next. Like the table turf, I really want you to play it. I really want to know your thoughts on it. It's
that sounds good.
I don't know. It's like different than I thought it was going to be. I don't think it's quite as like deck building as we thought it, like, as we kind of made it out to be. It's more of like a top-down Tetris.
That's what it looks like. Where you have certain shapes.
But like you do have the elements of the cards where, and I've been like unlocking these cards. I found some in story mode. I found some, by doing some other things in the game. And like you can mix and match and like kind of strategically build a deck of like, what you think is like the best cards for who you're going to be facing.
That's good.
It's addictive. I love playing table turf. It is so much fun. I love Salmon Run. There's so many good prizes this time. I was playing Salmon Run with my friends earlier today, and I had played some Salmon Run matches during the review period, but I hadn't had this happen where at the very end of the match, when you think you're done, it's the final wave, end of wave 3, we finished the job. It came up on the screen flashing emergency. And I'm like, oh my God, what's happening? One of our friends had disconnected. So it was just 3 of us. And a king salmon came up on shore. It kind of reminded me of Kraid from Metroid. It's like this big salmon. It's like this hunky thing. And it's like crawling up. It's like a boss, like a huge boss fight at the end of Salmon Run. We lost. We ran out of time.
Got destroyed.
Yeah. So, but apparently if you do beat it, you get like a lot of really cool rewards and stuff. So it's like another motivation to keep doing Salmon Run.
And it's on all the time. You can play Salmon Run anytime you want.
24/7. You don't have to like hope and wait that it's live.
Yeah. No, that's great. Another question. Campaign. You said 100%. What does that mean? Like, is there collectibles involved or
so I think what I'm talking about for 100%, I don't know if it's like called 100% in the game, but it's like completing all of the levels. So like there's these little like things called kettles that you dive into. They look like little manholes or something that you sink into, and that takes you to a level. It's kind of like a Mario type of thing where it just takes you to the isolated world. It's a level. And so I think 100% is completing all of the kettles. I heard that if you complete all of the kettles, you unlock this like really like difficult level as like the last thing to finish before you 100% it. So I feel like it's like, the main campaign was very easy. I know a lot of people talked about, the Octo expansion was very hard. It was very difficult, and this was not very difficult. But I think if you're trying to like 100% it, it would be a little bit more because you have to face those ones that you might skip. You have to face the challenging ones. So
sounds good.
Turf War is as fun as ever. The same Splatoon that you knew and loved. Let me talk about what other people were saying. So it's currently sitting at an 84 on Metacritic. It's the highest rated Splatoon game, even including the Octo expansion. All the other ones were like, 82, 83. This one's 84.
Oh, they're kind of in the low 80 realm. It's always been like that, and people just have a blast with this game. I
just feel like it's like you would never have a Splatoon game that's like in the 90s, just because I feel like it's such a niche genre. Like it's not going to appeal to everybody. And like, I just feel like a game like that is so hard to have like such a high rating.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. It's just a multiplayer shooter type of deal and has its extra charm and Nintendo charm and everything like that. So for sure.
Yep. I gave it a 4 out of 5. I will link to my review in the show notes today. If you're interested in reading my full thoughts on it, you will have to start a fight with Best Buy if you want to get your copy, Garrett.
I'm gonna go for it.
I hope you get it soon. I hope we can, play together. I hope they also announce the Splatfest. Usually they do, in the first 2 games, they had a Splatfest like once a month or so. I'm hoping that they have one like at the end of September. We can all join up again.
That'd be great.
Could have a cool Shack night for it.
Yeah, hopefully 3 categories. They can mix it all up now. They can just...
Yeah, I think we were talking about different possibilities. I'm very curious what the next one could be.
Yeah, it could be condiments, salt, pepper, and cumin.
Were we talking about it here, or was I talking about it with somebody else that they should do a promotion for Pokemon Scarlet Violet and choose between the 3 starters? Did we talk about that?
Yeah. We talked about
Sprigatito,
that. That would be
Quaxley,
the best.
And Coco. They really should. That would be so good.
So
good.
Yeah. Hopefully I will get it soon.
Hopefully.
I hope tomorrow.
I mean, it's a digital code. It doesn't even need to ship to you. You could have it right now in your mailbox.
Just a digital code. And you know what they said? Pokemon Legends Arceus, the people who pre-ordered codes for it got it before the release date at Best Buy. It's just, I don't know what's the deal with Splatoon 3. They've just been holding out, so.
And that sounds like that's not even Best Buy's fault. That sounds like that might be Nintendo's fault.
It's Nintendo's fault. They're holding out codes, I guess.
Although it's kind of Best Buy's fault for selling it, to you without having it.
That's so weird.
And you said you pre-ordered it. You didn't even just buy it. I don't know.
Yeah, I pre-ordered a week ago for the code. So
wow.
Guess I have to punch someone. Go to my local Best Buy and punch someone. How about that?
No, don't do that. Kyle the Pug wants to know, what are your top 3 moments, top 3 favorite moments, and top 3 least favorite moments on Splatoon 3 so far after day 1? I think your least favorite is just
I still have my one least favorite moment not having the game. And that's pretty much it.
He wants to know what would make the game better. Okay, I'm not going to name 3 of each, but my favorite thing that's brand new is the table turf mode. I love that. My least favorite thing is when I've only had this happen like twice, where you are in the middle of a match. During the first half of the match, if somebody drops and is disconnected online, the match stops.
That's crazy.
The whole game ends. So before, you would just keep going without the person. It would be 4 versus 3. It would be 4 versus 2 sometimes, and you would lose. I feel like they tried to make a compromise and they went in the wrong direction. I think, we had talked about how cool it would be if they just added the AI, a little bot fighter. They don't even have to be perfect. Just something decent is better than nothing. So it's very annoying to have to play for half of a match and then have it end and get nothing for it. And you get nothing.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. I feel like a lot of other multiplayer games have figured this out years ago. So I don't know what's the hung up here, unless they just didn't think of this issue, which they should have, and
they should have
tested it out. Yeah,
they must have, if they decided to just end the match when a player disconnects. It's gone through their mind. And I know they have the technology, because in the campaign, and this is not new to Splatoon 3. They had it in Splatoon 2, where they have AI octolings that will attack you and fight you, and they can be really hard to beat sometimes. They have really good dodging mechanics and stuff. The technology is there in the game already.
They just didn't think this would be a good idea to add the AI. I wonder why. I mean, it must have been a design choice from the very beginning when going into that situation. Yeah, I wish they had a little bit more AI in there. So at least
it wouldn't be perfect, but it would be better than what it is now.
Yeah.
And then what would I do to make the game better? I would add another ranked mode. I'm very upset that they did not add a new ranked mode at launch. It is still Tower Control, Splat Zones, Rainmaker, and Clan Blitz. I would have liked one more.
Gotcha. I also been just reading with Sean's complaints about Splatoon 3, mainly about matchmaking, and you can't cancel
You can. So
Okay.
in the Splatfest, you couldn't. You would start like to get into a match and then you weren't able to cancel it. But I guess they must have added that somewhere between the Splatfest and when I started reviewing it, because you are in fact able to cancel the matches. You can hold down the minus button. If like the party has already started filling up, you can't like after a certain point you can't cancel it, but like you can like within the first like, you know, couple seconds.
Got it. Okay, cool. I'm super ready whenever I get the code. And yeah, I know I can cancel whenever I want with Best Buy. It's just I had the gift card there. So
yeah, I get it.
Get it digitally or get it physically, and we just want it digital so we can switch around a little bit better.
TPR wanted to know what our go-to weapons in Splatoon 3 are right now. If Garrett didn't get it yet, what were your go-tos in Splatoon 2?
It was normally the what's called the duck hunt zap gun or whatever.
Yeah. The zapper.
Yeah, the zapper. That's it. I really enjoyed that. I didn't enjoy much of the bucket. I do like the roller. I occasionally get into the roller, but during Splatoon 3's Splatfest, I was into the bow.
You were
with the bow. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I was getting into matches. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna die a lot. It's like, wait, I'm actually killing with the bow. This is crazy. And like it's really nice because it's shorter bursts is like a widespread thing, and so you can like paint the floors pretty well. But once you get into like an interaction with an opponent, I do longer shots so I can be more accurate. And like you can like hit it over and over again manually to like mess with them too. So I really do like the bow. It has its own strategy for sure.
I like that. I played around with it a little bit. Maybe I should play with it a little bit more. In Splatoon 2, I was very much a blaster kind of girl. I loved using the blaster just because even though it's short range, it hits like a truck and you only need like one or two hits on somebody to splat them.
Yeah, it was pretty much done.
I have not yet found a blaster that I really like in Splatoon 3. I never thought I would be a dualies kind of girl. I was like very like lukewarm on the dualies in Splatoon 2. I know a lot of people liked using them in Splatoon 2, but I tried it in the Splatfest, and the reef surfer, whatever it's called, the shark special where you where you like ride on the shark and you go across and like you run over people and explode. I love that, and it comes with the auto bomb, and I have just been using that consistently, and so I'm getting better with using the dualies. I'm getting better at doing the little dodge roll and stuff like that. So I'm trying to. That might be my go-to. I don't know. I still want to find a good blaster that I like because I feel that's my my comfort weapon.
Yeah, I gotcha. I really do enjoy that they have one special power now where you can just throw it out and it's like power-ups for other teammates too.
Like the sodas or whatever.
Yeah, the sodas. I really like being more of a support, and like every time I do a special ability, I mess it up. It's like, okay, another special attack. Let me figure this out. And it's like, oh, okay, this is I don't go anywhere with it. I did like the soda can one, and I also did like the big crab machine thing. That was
pretty cool. I had a hard time getting used to that at first, but I want to go back and try that some more because I feel like I learned how to use it better in the single player mode. And that's the good thing about the single player mode. Like if you feel like you're not that good at the game, you want to try to practice with more weapons in like a practical sense, play some of the the single player levels. I felt like there's a whole level that's dedicated to mastering the crab tank, and
that's so cool.
I felt like I was good at it by the time I finished the level because you had to be to finish the level. So that part was cool. So maybe I'll try that some more. It's
the only thing with the crab it's pretty short timing. It's like 6 seconds or something. It's because it's pretty powerful. Like if you had it for longer, it's like, okay, I get it. You would just like destroy everyone. So you have to be super
I think
quick
you can
about it.
only splat somebody with it if you are behind them. So like it's hard to turn with the crab tank. Like you can't turn around very fast, but like you have to hit the right spot, because if you hit anywhere on the crab part, like you're not going to splat them.
I heard a lot of people destroy with the web slinging ability though. They're like,
Really?
yeah, they have the web slinging ability and they can just go to like certain places throughout the map and they just go everywhere and just
I was
destroy
so bad with
again.
that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I
I've seen some YouTube
videos.
videos. I'm like, oh my goodness. Like I saw one, like it was like a sniper or whatever. He like got the slinging ability, went to like the center pole, like all the way to the top of the map. And he was stuck up there and he just sniped everyone down below.
Wait, you can use your weapon while you're like
No, I think he dropped on the platform.
Oh, he was just like up really
there.
high. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he just like I think that's the only way to get there too. And so he just like destroyed everyone.
That's
down there,
crazy.
So.
Oh my gosh.
I
haven't seen that in matches yet. That's kind of scary to think about.
Yeah.
And then Nate wants to know Octoling or Inkling Gang?
I mean, I don't mind either way. I think I picked Inkling as my avatar. Yeah. Yeah. I can't even tell. It's barely they
have different hairstyles, and then like their eyes, like with the Inkling, the black part in their eyes is connected. And then with the Octolings, it's not connected. Like it's a very small difference. Cool. Ever since they introduced the Octolings, I have never gone back.
Got it. They just look cooler. The Inkling 2.0.
They look cooler. Yeah, I don't know. I like the hairs better, I guess. I don't know.
The hair is cool. Like, yeah. Very creative.
Cool. Anything else that you want to say about Splatoon 3? I hope you get your game.
Can't wait to play it whenever I get to it.
I'm going to be playing a lot of it this weekend. I'll probably stream it. I took a little bit of time off of streaming as I, got back into work and things like that. I just want to mention real quick about work that I had to use OBS at work, and I was impressing one of the teachers with how much I knew about it. The morning announcements they have kids read the morning announcements, and we do it through OBS. Like you hit start streaming, all the scene transitions. Like they were so impressed that I knew how to do it. I felt really smart.
It's like, hey guys, twitch.tv/force.
Like I want to know, like it was actually the IT guy was like kind of showing me how to use it, and he was like, oh, and like I can come in a little bit later, and like our tech guy can come in and show you how to use the program. I'm like, oh, actually I already know how to use OBS. And like
yeah, pretty much.
He was like, really? But he didn't ask why. Like he's probably wondering, like, how does this girl know how to use OBS? He was like, have you had to use it? He was like, have you had to use that at another school? I was like, nah, this is the first school.
Nice. So you showed off your OBS skills for sure.
I did not explain.
Yo, where's your Elgato? Was it Stream Deck? With all the keys and everything.
I should bring in the Steam Deck and I'm sorry, Stream Deck. I always confuse them.
So confusing, those two words. My goodness,
it really is. I think the Steam Deck messed up by calling it that. The Stream Deck have like a bunch of like cool special effects on the morning announcement and stuff like that.
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
Nice. But yes, play Splatoon 3.
Play it.
Last week we had Jeff Grubb on the show. He shared with us, the latest scoop on the Nintendo Direct that's supposed to be coming next week. So now we have a rumor that popped up this week, perpetuated by Jeff Grubb. The rumor for the Nintendo Direct was rumored to be delayed, and then it was rumored to be back on track as the original rumor had stated. So, long story short, I know that's very confusing. I purposely worded it so it would be confusing. Jeff Grubb came out on Twitter and said, guys, the Nintendo Direct might be delayed because of the certain passing of a royalty figure. It might be delayed. And everyone's like, Jeff Grubb, what the hell? And now, all of a sudden today, Jeff Grubb is like, oh no, just kidding. It's not going to be delayed.
It's JK.
So, What is going on?
Jeff Grubb is playing us like a fiddle. That's what he's doing. He's just like, how can I mess up these people so much? Just sway my influence a little bit, sway my power. So I'm just gonna say there might be a rumored delay to the rumored direct, because perfect timing, by the way, passing of a royalty figure, right? Well, he took it back today, so
he did take it back.
Yeah. So the rumor
so
direct
at first I was confused about why, and I see some people in the chat are like, can it really be delayed if it was never announced? And I mean, like, yes and no, because they've had an internal date set for this, I'm sure, for weeks. Right. And I know that, you know, the Queen of England has nothing to do with Japan, has nothing to do with Nintendo. I don't think it's like an out of respect thing. I think it's out of Nintendo wanting to ensure that enough people will tune into their marketing, you know, their 30-minute marketing night. And if, you know, if it's people are tuning into something else that's going on when World events, then it's fewer people to watch the Nintendo Direct, which I get it, but I don't get it.
I guess so. I mean, I feel like, you know, I just see one view of it on Twitter, and everyone's just pulling all the memes, like every.
I hate to say it, but we got some really good memes out of this.
Yeah, we did. And I'm sure everyone else is mourning. I'm sure the whole United Kingdom is mourning over this. It's a very sad day. But
the
if you just
whole United Kingdom,
whole one, yes. But you look at Twitter and it's just like everyone's making fun of it. I'm just like, oh wow, okay. I don't know.
I don't think they're I mean, they're not making fun of the death. It's very sad that a person passed away.
Yeah, just joking in general. I think maybe they just thought about it, you know. Maybe Jeff was thinking in his head, oh, a royalty figure just died, so maybe
I do think it was more of speculation that, like, oh my gosh, because there is precedent for this. Do you remember the earthquake so they had announced a Nintendo Direct, and then an earthquake happened in Japan, and then out of respect, they delayed the Direct by a couple days or a week or something. So I guess that's like a little bit different because the Direct was already announced and it was in Japan.
Yeah. I think this is more speculation on Jeff Grubbs than anything. And then
I think so too.
Got back to his insider. He's like, oh no, it's fine. Like, still go as planned. So,
do you remember when that happened? When the Direct was delayed because of the earthquake, and people thought that meant that Isaac from Golden Sun was gonna be announced as a Smash character. They thought that they were delaying it because of that.
That would have been so bad. Oh my gosh.
And then I saw John Cartwright say, and this, to be clear, this was a joke. John is British. Was like, they're delaying the Direct because in Breath of the Wild 2, Zelda becomes the queen, and they were going to reveal that she becomes the queen in a Breath of the Wild 2 trailer, and that it would be insensitive to the queen.
You could just hear at the end of the sequel to Breath of the Wild, all hail the queen.
What if, oh my god, what if the Breath of the Wild title has the word queen in it, like Queen of the Wild, like
Queen of the Wild. Long live
because technically Zelda is queen. Her father, the king, spoilers for Breath of the Wild, I guess, perished. He died. So technically she's not Princess Zelda. Technically she's Queen Zelda.
Yeah, that's true.
Ever think about that?
I bet they're looking at their videos like, oh crap, we're gonna have to.
I bet you that's why they have to delay it.
No, this is the reason why it got stripped out of the Direct. It's like, sorry guys, I know you've been waiting patiently, but here's some other Zelda games. We're gonna have to talk about.
We have to delay Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 because of the Queen of England dying.
I bet the writers are like, oh crap.
Just put out Advance Wars in its place.
Just put about Advance Wars. We're good now there, so just put that out.
God. Oh boy. Oh
Nice.
boy.
I just put this tiny little tidbit at the end.
Yeah.
Avatar: The Last Airbender. There's a video game pre-order links already up in Canada. There's been always a long rumored for Avatar: The Last Airbender being or a new video game coming out. Rumored to be the same developer as the ones that did like the Nintendo Mario Kart and Brawler as well. And I think this could be in the direct. I like it's cartoonish, it's multiplat. I can imagine it being debuted in a Nintendo Direct than anything else. So pre-order links are there. No mention of the game right now. But anyways.
It? Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I could definitely see that being like like something that they would show in a direct. That's a good sign.
Possibly, I don't know, or a YouTube video randomly.
I did see something saying that there could be a Twitter direct where they just put out, kind of the announcements that they want to put out and then save the rest. I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, that would be rough. Avatar: The Last Airbender, they've been really pushing it on Netflix too. There's gonna be a real life action show behind it too. So
oh yeah, I remember that. Okay.
I'm very excited about it. Yeah. One of my favorite shows.
I like that show. That is a good show. So yeah, maybe next week we'll be talking about a Nintendo Direct. We'll see.
Legend of Zelda: Long Live the Queen.
Could you imagine?
Oh,
I would.
That was so good.
I would scream.
That was so funny.
We're so bad. There was a new trailer for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet this week. They announced that there would be a trailer. They did not announce it. It was not like a Pokemon Presents or Pokemon Direct or anything like that. It's just an announcement of a 3-minute trailer. They introduced 3 new Pokemon. The first one is Klawf. 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 It's a rock type crab. It's a giant. Yeah. It has some moss growing on it. It's not very nice looking.
It's just a crab.
Klawf.
That's super big.
More importantly, they announced 2 other ones, Amarouge and Cerulege.
Yes.
Amarouge is exclusive to Scarlet. It's a fire psychic type. Cerulege is exclusive to Violet. It's a fire ghost type. They look like Mega Man.
They are Mega Man Zero characters for sure. Totally inspired by them. You can tell with the hand cannon thing. Got that flame design going on. And got that like kind of suit of armor shape, cartoonish look going. I like it.
Are you getting Violet?
I am getting Violet, yes.
Okay, I'm getting Scarlet. I really like the name Armarouge. That sounds amazing. I love it. I do like Cerulege's design better. I like both of their typings. Both of their typings are good.
Fire with either of those types, pretty top notch. Fire and Gust, I don't see as much in Fire Psychic too. Very few Pokemon that have that type. So nice.
They also announced there would be this new feature called auto battling. You can send a Pokemon out to walk with you, like we have in some recent games. It will auto battle wild Pokemon without your direct supervision. It'll earn experience points and find items while you travel and do other things. What do you think about that, Garrett?
That's actually kind of cool. I don't have to go into a Pokemon and press A 5 million times and then get 5 experience points and barely anything. This is actually kind of cool when it's like, okay, I just want to level up kind of less important Pokemon in my party, or if I just want to evolve certain things, I could just turn on this auto battling thing and just keep it going. I think it's a good way to go about it. For sure.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it'll kind of mitigate any kind of grind. And you're right. If it's kind of like a passive way of leveling up a Pokemon, that you might not want to be actively battling with. Save some time while you do some other stuff. They showed 3 stories or paths, whatever they called them, that you can follow. I thought this was pretty interesting. And they didn't really go that deep into them.
Right.
So I'm a little bit confused about the last one. So the first one is called Victory Road. It's just your standard. You're fighting through 8 gyms. This time you can do them in any order to become champion of the region. Fight the Pokemon League. We're familiar with that. You can also do the Starfall Street. Our evil team this time is called Team Star. They're a rebellious team of delinquent students at your school who have bases that you can take down across the region. The bosses have these weird giant cars called Starmobiles. You also have to defeat those with your Pokemon in addition to their Pokemon. It was kind of weird. They're not Pokemon, though. They're these cars. I don't really fully understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get anything more out of that than I did?
No, it was very bare bones. They were like, hey, there's 3 things to do. One is go through gyms in Pokemon League. The rest, you just, do your thing.
The third one was called Path of Legends. It involves something called a Herba Mystica. These are rare Pokemon ingredients guarded by these Titan Pokemon. They kind of sound to me like the what were they called in Legends Arceus, the giant Pokemon?
I'm drawing a blank too. The giant Pokemon?
Like the ones that you had to fight, like the bosses, the ones that you had to like throw the berries at. The Alpha Pokemon. Thank you, Indospot. The Alpha Pokemon.
Right. The Alpha Pokemon. Oh, okay, yeah.
They kind of remind me of that because these Titan Pokemon were like they're these bigger versions of Pokemon.
Got it.
I don't know. They didn't really elaborate more on that. But there's 3 paths. There's 3 different things that you can do.
So Cerebi said for the Path of Legends, and this Cerebi should have everything about Pokemon. Like,
wait, how do you say that?
Is this Cerebi or Cerebi? Cerebi?
I don't say it either of those. I say Cerebi.
Oh, like Celebi.
Wait, I don't know. Maybe you're right. Have I been saying it wrong?
No. You've been probably saying. Wait, can you say it again? Cerebi? Is
Cerebi.
Cerebi.
Okay, guys, y'all have to tell us how you say the Pokemon fan site that is run by Joe Merrick.
Yeah, Cerebi. Cerebi. I like it.
Oh my god. I can't. No.
Anyways, okay. Path of Legends is a separate story where you help your classmate Arvin in his research and hunt out special rare ingredients called the Herba Mystica. These are guarded by Titan Pokemon, which are much larger than their usual variants. So yes, the Titan Pokemon are Alpha Pokemon.
Okay. Weird.
Everyone
is siding with me, by the way.
Cerebi.
No!
I mean, Donnie literally just said Cerebi. Like,
okay, Donnie's wrong. When has Donnie ever been right about Pokemon?
That's true. Okay, so Cerebi. I'm down with that. I call it Taylor Swift. Oh my god.
Anyway, XPS is agreeing with you. Cerebi.
Okay, cool. Cerebi.
I can't. Oh my god.
I think I said Cerebi like the first time too. I think I'm. I don't know why. I just look at it. I think of the E at the end, so I have to say E again. So Cerebi.
Well, wait. What do you call the little green mythical
Celebi.
Pokemon? Celebi. Yeah, because it's based off of that. That's their mascot.
Yeah, I understand.
Cerebi, Celebi.
I get that. I don't know why it doesn't compute with my head at all.
They also showed a bunch of new characters that have to do with the stories mentioned above. Additionally, as the final thing, they did this a little bit separately. They showed a Pokemon Scarlet and Violet themed Switch OLED. Oh, Donnie's trying to side with me. Okay, cool.
Yeah, Thanks, Donnie's siding with you.
You're always right about Pokemon. Always. I'm such a jerk. They announced a Pokemon-themed Switch OLED. I really like the dock. It's this beautiful white dock with the legendaries, whatever the heck their names are. Was not a big fan of the Joy-Con. They're scarlet and violet colored. One is orange, one's purple. They have a little school emblem on the bottom of each one. I don't know. What do you think of this OLED?
I think it's okay. I mean, I initially thought of this with the Splatoon one as well. I thought it just looks a little tacky, like just all the little different things going on with it. I think the dock looks pretty neat. I like the
dock
design
does
of
look
the
cool.
Pokemon.
I agree.
Yeah. I actually came around with the Splatoon OLED. It looks really good. When I saw it, like, in videos and stuff. So maybe I'll change my mind with this one too. I think the back plate was a little, like, you look at it as like, oh, that's supposed to be a Pokemon design.
I don't think I even saw the back plate.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Splatoon, actually. It has these all like kind of weird design stickers, kind of like plastered all over it in the back.
Oh, yeah, it does look like Splatoon. It's like a graffiti type of thing.
Yeah. So, I know a lot of people that are really into this, and then most people are like, it's okay. I'm more in the like, I don't think I need to get this.
Wait, the Joy-Con on the back of the Joy-Con have a Fuecoco on each back and a Sprigatito on each back. There's no Quaxley on the back of the Joy-Con.
Really?
Wow.
I wonder why. That's some.
There's a Quaxley on the back of the Switch itself, but not on the Joy-Con.
Oh, okay. So it's like, it's like one on one Joy-Con, one on one Joy-Con, and then one on the console itself.
No, not on the back of the Joy-Con. On the back of the purple one, there's a Fuecoco and a Sprigatito. Do you see it?
Yeah, I'm seeing it right now.
And then on the orange one, there's a Sprigatito and a Fuecoco.
Yeah, and there's a... Yeah, that's true. Oh, wait, Sprigatito on the right, and then another Fuecoco. That's very hard to tell in this image. But I feel like it's just a mixture of these three Pokemon kind of just like stickered and plastered all around.
Yeah, maybe. The
Switch as well. You can see some that are connected, like trying to be connected with the Switch too. I don't know. It just kind of like when I see that and don't think of Pokemon, I think of like Splatoon or something like that.
It does look. I agree with you. It does look like Splatoon.
Mm-hmm. But for 360, I think I'm okay. I'm good.
I'm glad that I got my Splatoon Joy-Con.
Yeah. But I do like the front side, and I definitely like the dock look. That looks pretty cool. It has. Did you see that it has a little Pokeball emblem on the back of the Switch dock? You know where the kind of the crevices for the wire in the back plate.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I see that.
It has a little Pokeball.
That is a cute little touch. I like that. Yeah, if they sold the stock separately, I would be inclined to get one.
Yes.
Because red actually is my favorite color and purple is my second favorite color. Looks really nice.
That's a good combination.
Yeah. Anyone want to go 3 ways on a Switch OLED with me? Just kidding.
You would get the.
Been there, done that.
I'm sure you would get someone with it. I still can't believe. I think it's just ever since Pokemon. It must be X and Y, or something like that. They've been getting away with these double packs, and it rubs me the wrong way. I just see it, and it's 120 USD for both games. I know people will get it. It's just, that's a lot of money for just really one game.
Yeah, it is. You don't need to have both versions. The trading is so easy online now.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll get more and more info about Pokemon as it goes on.
Can't wait.
Toby Fox, creator of Undertale and Deltarune, he confirmed on Twitter this week that there will be no new chapters of Deltarune that were released this year. However, he said that he has a little something special planned for the anniversary of Undertale and Deltarune Chapter 2, which is next week. So it's not a
Cool.
new chapter, but there's something, I guess. 2 years ago, we had the 5-year anniversary of Undertale. They had the concert. Last year, they released Chapter 2 of Deltarune. So I don't know.
Cool.
I'm very excited. I love both of those games. In other Undertale-related news, Sans won the Tumblr Sexy Man poll this week on Twitter.com with Reagan? I don't know. What's Mob Psycho 100? Some anime.
It's an anime.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He came in second. So Sans Undertale won Tumblr Sexy Man poll on Twitter.
Cool.
Congratulations,
Good.
Sans.
Sans the shorter bone man guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
The skeleton. Yeah. I saw I saw a meme with the queen as well with Sans.
There was some crossover memes.
There's some crossovers there. Oh my gosh. Everyone out there stop. These comedians everywhere.
Anyways, Persona 5 Royal on the Nintendo Switch is 12.5 gigabytes, which is 3 times smaller than the PS4 version. Wait, did this just come out? Or is this coming out?
It's coming out soon. It's coming out, I think, next month on
3
Switch and
times
Xbox.
smaller? Tell us what that means, Dr. Bland.
Well, that means you're able to fit it on a Nintendo Switch. Like 12.5 gigs.
Thank you. I know that,
little.
but what did they have to do? Like, what is the magic? What did they do to make it this much smaller?
I think, well, of course, the resolution size is probably 720p, like pretty much everywhere. So it's a lot, it'll look a little rougher, but that's okay. That it's gonna look just fine. It's gonna look like Persona 4 on PS3. So I think it's the video size too, because like the video, like the cartoon clips or whatever, they could be like pretty large size. So I think they just cut the resolution way down on those videos, and that's why it's way smaller. And I guess they just wanted to fit everything into a sizable physical cart. And so
honestly, I appreciate that. There's nothing I hate more than that stupid banner at the top of the physical like boxes that says download required, game is not on the disc, you have to download it.
Yeah. No, that's some serious magic though. 12.5 gigs for, honestly, that's 150 hours of gameplay.
Yeah. That is good.
Of good quality gameplay. So yeah, get ready. Persona 5.
Yeah, when does that come out?
It's October. Oh man, I would have to look it up. I think it's like October 12th or something like that. Hold on, I'm looking.
Month away.
Release date, Xbox or whatever. October 21st. It's coming to Series, PS5, and Xbox. What about Switch though? Nintendo. Yeah, also Nintendo Switch. Yeah, October 21st. So the day before Mario plus Rabbids. So I'm going to be playing Mario plus Rabbids probably. Anyways, I definitely want to get to Royal, though. I did not play Royal. I played the original Persona 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That'll be something new for you.
Royal is like another school semester. It actually changes the storyline a little bit, adds a new playable character in there. They do a lot of stuff between both versions. So you're getting the latest and greatest on Nintendo Switch.
I love it.
So,
Finally, we have some random bit of news that was originally reported by Kotaku. Billy Mitchell, the former King of Kong, claims that a doctor won't see him due to his Donkey Kong cheating accusations. Mitchell held multiple world records in arcade games like Donkey Kong and Pac-Man, though he lost his titles due to allegations of cheating using an arcade emulator. This happened a while back. Mitchell has taken legal action against the Guinness World Records supplier Twin Galaxies because of them removing his titles. He is now claiming that his doctor of 30 years is just now refusing to see him because he believes he's a cheat. This is all according to court documents that were uncovered by the website Perfect Pac-Man. Kotaku reached out to Mitchell's doctor for a statement, so maybe we'll hear back. What do you think?
That is a story. That is so bizarre. Like a doctor that knew him for way before he got into this stuff. I would guess, right? Like 30 years? That's a long time.
I don't know. Donkey Kong's 40 years old now, Garrett.
Oh, wait, has he been like on it for like a while now? Like ever since?
I don't know
like,
when he set these records. It was like in the 80s or 90s, I think.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
Yeah.
I watched the documentary about it on Netflix. I forget a lot of it, but
that's actually just kind of amusing, and I'm sure Billy Mitchell will be fine to find another doctor.
I think that he is trying to build a case for this, the legal action that he's taking against Twin Galaxies.
Oh, okay.
It's. Yeah. I mean, I don't think that's kind of doing any public support for him.
I mean, at this point, like, doesn't matter too much. Like, okay, if if he wins, like, what does he get? Like,
he gets the title back. Isn't that what you've always dreamed of, being the king of Kong, Garrett?
I'm sure he gets money off of it if it's like some defamation cost or whatever. But other than that, I don't know. Like,
I think he's a little bit of a wackadoo, and I don't know if he's cheated. Maybe he has cheated. Some people have witnesses have claimed that he did not cheat. I don't really care one way or the other. I think he's a wackadoo.
Honestly, I didn't know Billy Mitchell until the accusation. Accusation. Like, no joke. Like, when I heard that story, it's like, oh, it's this guy. He was the head. Well, isn't he a speedrunner, right? He's the one that speed runs these Donkey Kong games.
It's not even a speed run. It's like it's high score. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know this guy at all, and so it's okay. Like, he's a little wacky. Let's just leave him be. I still think that's hilarious. After 30 years, your doctor's like, no, I'm not going to treat you.
I think there's more to the story.
For sure. Yeah, there must be more than that.
It's a good documentary. If you have any interest in learning about this, I think it's still on Netflix. Go check it out. Mm-hmm. That wraps up our news for this week. Oh. We have 2 questions directly from you. They're related. Ant Dude wants to know, can you please describe the level of difficulty it takes to mod the 3DS?
Wow.
Let me read Jules too, because it's related. Jules wants to know, I heard that hacking a 3DS is pretty easy. Is this true? Can you guys show me? Garrett, tell the good people. Can anyone do it?
Anyone can do it. If you can go through the easiest video game level that you have ever played in your life, then you can go and hack and mod a 3DS. It's pretty easy, actually. And you can dump your cards. Yes. That
the 3DS eShop is essentially closed at this point. You can't make any purchases on it anymore. You can't redeem any more money on it. It's going to be closed in a couple months. Do crimes.
I think the only way to get money in there now is that if your account is connected to a Nintendo account, you can load in money into your account and it'll be still connected, and you're able to buy stuff. But that's it. Like, that's the only way now. You can't redeem cards, can't use your credit card at all directly on your 3DS, but that's okay. You know what? Actually, with your modded 3DS, guys, you're able to stream it virtually to your desktop, and then you can stream your 3DS games on Twitch.
Is that part easy?
I can help you through it. I can help you through it.
But modding it in general is anyone can do it. It's easy.
You just literally plug in the thing and you put the micro SD card into your laptop and it just does everything.
Dr. Bland, can the 2DS be modded?
Yes, the 2DS is part of the 3DS family system. Therefore, the 2DS XL and the 2DS, regular 2DS, can be modded.
I'm afraid I made a legacy for myself in Splatoon 3. Did you see what so do you know in Splatoon when you can go into the square and you can write a little post and then you can post it and it goes on social media and then it can appear in other people's games? You know this, right?
Yeah.
In the first 2 minutes of the game being available in North America, I went in and I posted a post that said, I'm playing this game on my modded 3DS. And I drew a little picture of a 3DS and I posted it to Twitter and it got a lot of likes. And now all of a sudden it's appearing in everybody's game. People are tagging me they're seeing my character saying I'm playing this game on my modded 3DS in their game. This could potentially be in hundreds, if not thousands of people's copies of Splatoon 3 right now.
You're preaching the good word right now about modding the 3DS. It's wonderful. Everyone, go mod your 3DS. Go play Splatoon 3 on your modded 3DS.
Okay, for the record, you can't play Splatoon 3 on your 3DS. I had no interest in doing this, but I gotta live the meme, right? I gotta do it now.
Yeah.
I did. For the record, I did not start this meme. I did not start it. I just perpetuated it.
Sure. You just perpetuated, and now it's blown out of proportions. Now, I'm just letting you know that what I love about a modded 3DS, you just dump your cards into your SD card. You don't have to worry about physical cards anymore. And then if you want to do crimes, you can search to your heart's content on the internet. It's there. You can do crimes. You can emulate stuff. You can play your DS games on there. It's pretty good with the modded 3DS.
I think
custom
I'm gonna
themes.
do it.
I saw some custom themes today. 3DS wall themes.
Did you see the one with the
queen? Yeah. In memory, you just see the queen's picture.
I'm crying. I'm not laughing, audio listeners.
Good guys, we're really sad right now. We are sorry.
I'm gonna so what I'm gonna do for the next few weeks, here are the video game related things I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play a lot of Splatoon 3. I'm getting into the Animal Crossing modding scene because I keep seeing the most amazing things and I can't wait any longer. I have to jump into this. And I'm gonna mod my 3DS because I just want to.
Guys,
because it's easy. Anyone can do it.
It's so easy to do. I did it like 2 years ago and it was so easy. I got the Japanese version of Dragon Quest 11 on 3DS. You can only get on in the Japan version. There's no English version of it. And it's super interesting. I cannot read Japanese, so I can't play it, but it's still cool to have it.
That's ethical modding.
That's exactly. A game that I will never play, but I just want it, just like on my system, just to have it. That's ethical. That's what's morally right, morally correct.
Morally correct. I'm just waiting for the day that we get a cease and desist from that. I'm gonna get a cease and desist from Nintendo.
I'm sure Nintendo's gonna be wait, what?
I don't know how they haven't taken down that Splatoon post by now. It must they have to know that and it's not just mine. Other people it's starting to populate the Splatoon 3 square now. It's not
Twitter
only my post. There are others
right now with the modded 3DS, and I just love it so much. The memes just keep on going, and to keep preach the good word of the modding of the 3DSs and the 2DSs. It's a beautiful thing.
Tag me in your best memes, please.
Yes, definitely.
All right, I think that's gonna do it. GB.
That's it. All right. Then.
Anything else you would like to add?
Can't wait to play Splatoon 3 whenever I get it. Hopefully tomorrow.
Heck yeah.
I want to play some turf. That card turf battle. The turn turf battle.
Yes. So you have to be level 4 to play the table turf battle. So you got to do a couple turf wars. You'll get there in no time.
Cool.
Oh, and if we do have a Nintendo Direct next week, we might hold the podcast early.
Yeah, possibly.
Okay. Yeah. Stay tuned. Look for our announcement.
Stay tuned. Yes. It will not be on Tuesday. We did not predict that or guess that, so.
Not Tuesday?
I'm just making a joke. It's
I don't
know when it's going to be on,
Anyway. We will see. Stay tuned.
We will see.
All right, Koopalings, that will do it for this week. Stay fresh and have a good weekend playing Splatoon 3. See you next time, Koopalings.
Mod your 3DS. Bye-bye.
Mod your 3DS.